Da 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 moo moo mac and cheese. Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to this. Today I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing something different. So obviously this is an IRL video. I'm not on my computer, obviously. Basically, my computer is broken. So my eyebrows just doing weird stuff today. My computer is broken, which means I don't have the Sims or a way to edit the videos. So this video will be edited via iPad, where it's also being filmed. So, here's my face. You know, I'm perfect and pretty. Yeah, so basically what we're going to be doing today is something I usually just do in my free time, or if like I'm on an airplane or something, and it's this really fun game I play. I like to call it musical makeup. It's such a dumb name. Okay, I like to call it musical makeup. Obviously, I'm a theater nerd. I wore this shirt on purpose. So basically, I have a playlist on my phone. Sorry, my phone's disgusting. I did that so wrong. Disgusting! Okay, there we go. It's called Musical Jams. And it has a bunch of songs from a bunch of different musicals. 2,211, I can read, to be exact. And what I like to do, and there's new musicals being added to this a lot, is I like to click shuffle. And when I click shuffle, a song will play. And I'll be like, okay, right? And so what you do is with the shuffled songs, you can pick any amount of songs you're gonna do. I'm gonna do 5 today, but if I don't think the conclusion's good, we're gonna change it. And what you do is with those 5 songs, they don't even have to be from music. Oh my god, they don't even have to ignore the mess in the background. Sorry if I'm looking away from the camera. iPad cameras are weird because like I can see myself from here, but the camera's over there. And so basically what you do is you shuffle it and you make a story from those songs. Now, I personally usually use names of the characters in musicals, like in the first song and stuff, just because it's easier, but sometimes, you know, you can make up your own songs. You can really kind of make up your own rules. The thing is that you're just using other songs to make a new story, and this really helps me get my creative juices flowing. It's kind of an improv game if I kind of want to just like scroll through it, which I do improv, so that's, yeah. And yes, we're gonna be doing that today, and it's gonna be real fun. So we're gonna take out our iPhone. Ew, I fucking hate myself. It's fine. Okay, and we're gonna hit shuffle. Interesting. So our first song is The Golden Rule from Twisted. Now, if you don't know what Twisted is, I'll explain it. Twisted is a, we're gonna write this down as I explain it. My pencil snapped. It's a Star Kid musical that is a parody of Aladdin and Wicked. It's satire, but it has an amazing story. I think it's my favorite Star Kid show of all time, because it just has it has a really good story to it, and it's really powerful, and honestly, like, sometimes I like the story more than, you know, the real Aladdin, so, yeah. So, there's a number of different ways you can play this game, and one of them, which is the way I originally started playing it, was you don't know what the next song is, and so basically you just have to find a tie between the two songs, like what's happening in the story. Recently, though, I've decided that I would like to know the songs ahead of time so I can make a good story. It depends if I'm trying to do an improv game or a somewhat of a creative writing prompt, you know? It kind of depends. Today we're going to do a creative writing prompt, though, because I feel like it, and I feel like if I was trying to do an improv game and film at the same time, it probably like would jumble my brain a little bit. to try and get all my thoughts out there. I mean, I guess that's not really how improv works, but it will confuse me. So we're gonna move on to our next song. I should mention it's from Twisted. I like to mark where they're from and stuff, just so, I mean, not that I would, like, get it mixed up, you know? The Night Belongs to Us from Firebringer, another Star Kid one. Interesting. Interesting. So if you don't know what Firebringer is about, it's about the nomadic period, the Stone Age, basically. There's a song called Welcome to the Stone Age. Yeah, it's really interesting. It has love plots, and it's very funny. It's about the person who discovered fire for the first time. There's really good bops in there. Climate change is awesome. Climate change is awesome. No, would suggest it's very, that song's very, like, politically, correct. Cabinet Battle number 2 from Hamilton. Interesting. Cabinet. Interesting. I assume you all know what Hamilton is. I'm not, Hamilton is the interesting. I wonder, because, like, these are all taken from very different times. Like, Twisted is kind of medieval period. The Night Belongs to Us is obviously the Stone Age. Hamilton's early American, early U.S. Oh, I have a test on Monday. Bad Idea from Waitress. Oh my god. I love this song. I love Waitress a lot. Bad Idea from Waitress. If you haven't watched Waitress, I'd suggest you that songs are really beautiful. I cry every time. Not every time, but I love the songs. It makes me, like, really emotionally just, like, in the moment, It's about a waitress who gets pregnant by her abusive husband and has an affair with her doctor. Shenanigans ensue. Ew, I hate myself. God, why did I do that? See, I started doing things, like, I started being, like, on, like, to be ironic, And then I just actually started doing them. Ugh. Sorry if I keep looking this way. I need to look that way. Wedding Bells from Bear a Pop Opera. Bear is so good. Oh my god. If you haven't listened to Bear Pop Opera, or watched it, I definitely recommend you do it. The cast of the revival. The cast of the revival. I didn't put the song in the right order. Okay, is really great. I'm not gonna lie, and it's a super amazing story. The songs make me cry. You can just listen to the album. You don't even have to watch it, and you understand it clearly because it's a pop opera. It's about these two boys who are dating each other, but they go to a Catholic boarding school. There's also, like, the main character, like, other main story plots, like Nadia, who is one of the boyfriends, Jason's sister, and her struggles with her body. And then there's Ivy, who feels, she's, like, grown up a little too fast, and, like, it's a really amazing story. You're gonna cry because it's based on Romeo and Juliet, so it's obviously tragic, but yeah. And so that's the end of Act 1. So Act 2, because we're gonna have a 2-act, I've decided, since it ends with Wedding Bells. What's the next song? Everything and More from Twisted again. This is Jasmine's song. And yes, I swear I have more musicals on this playlist. I'm just happen to be getting same musicals. That happens sometimes. You'll have like a bunch and then you'll get like 5 songs from the same musical and you're like, okay. Okay, shuffle. Brand New You from 13. Interesting, because that song comes after Bows. So I wonder. I can pitch 13. 13 is the story of a boy named Evan Goldman. He's Jewish and he's just about to turn 13. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but, some of the Broadway cast and the West End cast sound not great, but it's fine. It's fine. I was in a production of this, and it's the best time of my life. Or just the cast was super connected and stuff. It's a really small show. It was on Broadway though, and the guy who played Evan, he is gonna be Eric in The Little Mermaid, so that's special. And so Evan moves to a new town, and Evan moves to a new town called Appleton, Indiana. That's not how they say it. I don't know why I said it like that. And he meets his neighbor Patrice, and he needs everyone to come to his bar mitzvah because, obviously it's the biggest part of the year, but he doesn't know anyone, and so he wants everyone in the town to come. So he's trying to be super popular and super cool. There's this whole shenanigans with the popular guy Brett asking out this girl Kendra and her best friend Lucy, and it's just like the right thing, because it's just so real, a lot of the drama might be obviously it's very dramatic, but the drama and stuff that happens, always just rumors spreading, it's very close to home. If you've ever gone to school before, specifically middle school, it's very you'll recognize some of this stuff. My grandma went to see it and she was like, oh my god, that was my life in middle school. And I was like, I tried to avoid the drama, but it was very entertaining, I just got into a whole spiel about 13. You Gotta Go, another Star Kids song. You Gotta Go from Trail to Oregon. Trail to Oregon is based on the game / the actual Trail to Oregon. It's the Suns version, so upsetting. And it's a very satire show, very funny. It's about a family on the trail to Oregon. They're not that good at it, but it's great, honestly. My teacher, when I was in 8th grade, I had this teacher, and my history teacher was super obsessed with the Trail to Oregon the Oregon Trail game as a kid, because she's a history nerd, and she loved all that stuff. And I was like, hey, you should listen to Trail to Oregon. It's fairly appropriate. You should do it. And she told me it was very funny. So, my history teacher liked it. Maybe you do. You will too. Okay. Next song. You Gotta Go, Mother from Trail to Oregon. Oh no, it's the same show and the same exact song. Maybe I can do a reprise kind of situation with this one. Where it's the son goes and the mother. I don't actually know what the story is yet, though. I'm just writing down songs and talking about musicals. And I think I'm going to do a part 2. I think I'm going to split the video into 2 parts. One where I'm talking about musicals, and one where I actually kind of make the story and stuff. And that will be kind of dope. Good Enough. What an ending from 13 the musical. West End. What? That's so weird. Okay, so the first act, I don't really know what it's about yet, because I've just been talking about musicals this entire time, and I keep flicking the wrong direction. That's really annoying. It reminds me of my first OAW. We don't need to talk about OAW. We'll talk about OAW maybe in the future. If this channel goes on for 5 years, maybe we'll talk about OAW and what it was, but this reminds me of my first OAW video because I keep looking in the wrong direction. welcome. I was supposed to use this notebook for school, but I didn't, and so this notebook's kind of cringy because it does this. Okay, the first act, we have The Golden Rule, Evil Reprise from Twisted. The Night Belongs to Us from Fireburning. Cabinet Battle number 2 from Hamilton. We're allowed to, like, change names and stuff, or, like, really just change the meaning of it. Like, it can be, like, might be saying one thing, but, like, it symbolically means something else, because obviously how are we gonna be creative in that way, you know? Bad Idea from Waitress, and Wedding Bells from Bara Pop Opera. Act 2, Everything and More from Twisted. Brand New You from 13 the Musical. You Gotta Go, Son, The Trail to Oregon. You Gotta Go, Mother, The Trail to Oregon. And Good Enough from 13 the Musical. I don't see this ending well. Elsie, if you like this video, like it. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more. And I will be posting part 2 soon. See you in the next one. Bye.